Most credit content makes this feel like it's just about credit cards. But that's only the surface. Because once you understand how the system actually works underneath, you stop guessing with applications. You stop hoping for approvals. And you start building a structure that makes sense to lenders. This is Credit Cipher. Not just cards, a system for how credit profiles actually get evaluated. And this video is the third part of that system. We've already looked at why approvals fail, and what actually influences limits behind the scenes. Now we're putting it together. 3 cards, 1 structure, a very different outcome. Let's build it. At Credit Cipher, this is called the foundation layer, and it's usually the most ignored part of any setup, because it doesn't look impressive. It's not a premium card, it's not a travel card, it's a stability tool. Its job is to tell lenders one thing. This profile is consistent. Not unpredictable, not aggressive, not scattered, just stable. That signal matters more than people expect. Because before rewards, before limits, before upgrades, banks look for consistency in behavior. This card supports that in 3 ways. It builds clean payment history over time. It keeps utilization patterns steady. And it anchors your credit file so future approvals are easier to interpret. No strategy needed here, no optimization tricks, just consistency over time. Because without this layer, everything else becomes harder to justify from a lender's perspective. Step 2 is where structure starts to matter. This is the multiplier card, and this is where your spending starts working with you instead of being random. The goal here is simple. Focus your everyday spending into categories that naturally earn more value. Not everything, just your core spending areas: dining, travel, groceries, gas. The mistake a lot of applicants make is spreading spending across too many cards with no pattern. That makes everything harder to optimize and harder for systems to interpret. Because credit systems don't just look at how much you spend, they look at how clearly your behavior can be categorized. When spending becomes structured, something subtle happens. Your profile becomes easier to evaluate. And over time, that can support stronger approvals and higher limits. Not immediately, but consistently. This card is not about complexity, it's about clarity. Now we complete the structure. This is the redemption engine, the final layer in the setup. This is where points and rewards actually become usable value. Flights, hotels, transfers, travel redemptions. But this card only works properly when the first 2 layers are already in place. That's the part that usually gets missed. People try to use redemption cards without building anything underneath them, and then the results feel underwhelming. Because the system wasn't set up to feed into it. This card is the conversion layer. It takes what you've already built and turns it into outcomes you can actually use. Not theoretical rewards, real value. Let's connect it. 3 layers, 1 system, stability from the foundation card, efficiency from the multiplier card, conversion from the redemption engine. When these are aligned, your credit profile stops behaving like a random set of accounts. It starts behaving like a structured system. That's the Credit Cipher approach. And it's also why 2 people with similar credit scores can end up with very different outcomes. Because the score is only part of the picture, the structure matters just as much. If this is your first time here, it helps to watch the earlier videos first. They explain how approvals and limits actually work behind the scenes. And next, we'll go deeper into something most people never see. How issuers decide your starting credit limit before you even use the card. That's where things start to get interesting. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay ahead. Next, we'll dig into how issuers set your starting credit limit before you even use a card. Comment which layer you'd start with, and one quick tip you'd try. I will read every comment.